What is this? The original Hawaiians erased from history. Let's have a look at what this guy's saying. And then I'll debunk a lot of the bull crap they make. Number one, they
2.
always, you know the funny thing is, that what these black
Black
people do?
Excellence and Abundance
They're
Channel.
gonna use the one picture, this one picture,
A little known
in
fact,
everything.
which I believe is deliberately ignored by modern
Isn't it funny how they use the same picture and it's always Melanesians and they're trying to talk about Hawaiian history? Okay, let's carry on.
historians is that the natives of Hawaii, America's 50th state, were black people whose ancestral roots extended back to the continent of Africa. The story of black Hawaiians is one of the most intriguing of modern times.
Were they called Black Hawaiians? Did they call them Black Hawaiians here? Debunked already. Okay, carry on.
It is a tale of adventure and delight in paradise, turned into a cultural nightmare. It is one of America's best kept secrets, and we must venture into antiquity.
Best kept secrets. It's like, what are they trying to hide? Are they trying to hide the fact that that Hawaiian they enslaved for Hawaiians? Well, that's the one. That's the history I want to
Learn
know.
the roots of the black Hawaiians.
Yeah.
This black culture once brightened the Pacific for over 2,000 years.
Do they understand that if they called you black, Hawaiians black back in the days, that was actually a way of saying you're ugly? And it's funny how black people hold on to this label of black and not even knowing the origins of it. Black, savage, ugly, okay? And mainly they would say that to the Aboriginals, to Melanesians, and to Africans. So he has to convince me that Hawaiians were seen as Melanesians. If not, then they were not seen as ugly.
Most anthropologists, paleontologists, and archaeologists around the world generally believe that human beings evolved on the continent.
And they always use the same pictures over and over again. And they don't even know the origins of the picture, right? Or where the origin of the picture comes from. They don't even talk about the family. Where's the history behind it? There's no history. My goodness, they just pop on all these pictures and some of the stupidest thing in the world.
Of Africa from 3 to 5 million years ago,
Okay,
and
there we
that
go.
they eventually spread from Africa into Europe, Asia, the Pacific Islands,
Yeah.
and finally the Americas.
Again,
In time,
they talk of the white man's theory. Here are these Afrocentrics who so proud to be black, right? And they end up using the white man's mentality on explaining history. Okay, let's go.
these black settlers developed very advanced societies and sent navigators to explore and settle various islands of the Pacific Ocean. They reached such places as New Guinea, Fiji, New Hebrides, New Zealand, the Society Islands, Tahiti, Easter Island, and thousands more. The first people to reach what is now Hawaii.
It's funny how they always try to recreate Polynesians and then they end up using Melanesians. My goodness.
Were blacks from Polynesia. They sailed to Hawaii in great canoes about 2,000 years ago. The Hawaiians and their neighbors in the Pacific have long been the subject of controversy among scientists. The people in this part
You know the funny thing is, and this is why they keep holding on to Polynesia. I feel black people why they do it. Because in the end of the day, when they look at Melanesians, probably they feel the same way about themselves, you know? They realize that there's no beauty. There's no beauty in Aboriginals and 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 Melanesia. If it was, they'd be celebrating it. They'd be talking about it the most, but they don't. You know, they talk about who Hawaiians.
of the world are generally divided into three groups: Melanesians, who are an unmixed black people; Micronesians, which is also an ancient black group; and
Here's the funny thing is, he does not take his white master's um, theory. He only picks up what he believes. In fact, Melanesians, if he has to take the white man's theory, are Asians. They are not African by DNA.
Aboriginal Polynesians. All three groups are black people. The black people themselves are an ethnological puzzle. Many, like the Tasmanians, who were exterminated by English settlers, were pure blacks. The basic strain of the original Hawaiians, as seen in their color and their faces, writes historian J.A. Rogers in the book Sex and Race, Negro Caucasian Mixing in All Ages and All Lands, was undoubtedly Negro, with an admixture of Mongolian. These people were of black.
My goodness, are these black people so stupid and dumb? They keep showing photos, right? This is a photo of Samoans, okay? And they do not even realize that they are showing pictures of Samoans in their thing. Oh my gosh.
And brown complexions with wavy and close curled hair, broad facial features, and fine physiques. In short, they had the same physical characteristics as millions of other people who now live in the Pacific Islands. Now this is a quote from the book by J.A. Rogers, Sex and Race. Negro Caucasian mixing in all ages and all lands. According to one early legend, these early settlers named their home New Hawaii in honor of a chief named Hawaii Lua, who is said to have led the Polynesians to the islands. But the name Hawaii is also recognized as a form of Hawaii, the legendary name of the Polynesian homeland to the west. The ancient island of Hawaii was much like an African society. It was a series of islands ruled by strong-willed chiefs or kings who believed that they had descended from God.
Again, why is it they keep showing pictures of negritos? Why is they can't find pictures of these types of people in Hawaii? Why is it like they're grabbing pictures from other groups and they can't even bloody show Hawaiians, man? It's the problem with these black people. It's the self-hate. They're hating them. It gets me angry because what they're trying to do is trying to give us features that doesn't belong to us.
A court genealogist, similar to the African griot, cited names, family exploits, battles, and past glories of a proud people and their royal leaders. Hawaiian life revolved around.
Just looking at this photo, I know straight away that from the Philippines, man. You can just tell by the stitch in the build. What's before this bullshit that you black people need to make?
Religious ceremonies. Believe it or not, folks, right here in America, there were many black African kings and queens in Hawaii.
Oh boy.
People like.
I'm gonna explain this one here.